putting culture on a dancehall beat. Hi, I'm Sakina. Capleton pushing the envelope with Tour in '94. Tonight, another installment from our series Big Tune and Game-Changing Acts.
Ruben, what we are gonna do them? Slew them! Who them?
I came out like what, 89. Time the Shabba Ninja, you know what I mean, Super Cat. Me come start the 90s.
The Fireman, explosive, Afrocentric message.
Repatriation, restoration. Capleton all about liberation. Capleton all about emancipation.
Regal threads.
It means presentation and representation, and as you know, fashion go with dancer.
Red hot performance.
Me time I don't have to drink nothing, I don't have to boots up, you understand? I don't have to smoke or drink to go out there and to put on a good show.
But Capleton back in the day as raw as the rest.
You know them time if you not sing road boy song to a certain level, or if you not sing girl song, you know really, you know, get that highlight. I just say raw, you know. We don't forget really raw, but you know, we grew up with see Ty and we see Yellow Man, we see the whole of the man, you understand what I say?
So business as usual. But Clifton Bailey with something else to say and hitting an early career high with Tour. A timeline of current events, DJs murdered and personal transformation.
Tour was really the transition. That was like a big milestone, you know, in my life because, you know, as I said in the song, you know, I went away on tour and, you know, when I came back, you know, it was terrible, you know what I mean? So, you know, we'd have to beat down the innocent killing and, you know, the whole political vibes and then, you know, we start to lick against slackness to a certain levels. And then, you know what I mean? Some grief was really in that song too because, you know, I lost my friend, you know, I lost Spaniard, you know what I mean? When I came back to Jamaica, Spaniard died and, you know, Dirt's man as well. Left from Jamaica, go over and fun tour. Preach and teaching the people for sure. And set the job when you man upon your door. If you ignore, you're going to perish for sure.
Come back to Jamaica, everything insecure.
Tour was a song where really make me find myself then. You understand? So, travel the world, you know, want to explore, want to experience, you know, outside world as well. You know, want to share, you know, this new light, you know, that I find within myself. That song is so real.
But leaving some of the DJ's fans really confused.
Was it hard making a break?
Of course, yeah.
It was a risk.
We're going there. Okay, it's a risk, but it's a risk that I choose to take. You understand what I say at the time? Because I say, you know, Rastafari is the Almighty. You know, I find this light. You know, it's a sacrifice for me to make. You know what I mean? For righteousness. You understand? So even when I went out there on certain stage, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say wiper, because people don't want to put up my wiper still, but you know what I mean? Them would have maybe, you see me? Because them want to hear, woman with lotion, man, lotion, man, I don't want to hear. Number one up on the look good chart. And them, you understand what I say? I still hold my composure within myself because, you know, that's when I change everything. That's when I change my eating habit. You know what I mean? That's, as I said in Tour, the song is there. It's evident. As I said, things what we used to do, we don't do them no more. Place where we used to go, we don't go them no more. Things we used to drink, we don't drink them no more. You understand what I say?
You know, see a dead man, them, dopey man.
Capleton putting culture on a dancehall beat.
How long them think them and go last with them evil mind and them corrupted heart me up.
Forging a different path lyrically, whilst staying plugged into popular culture.
We have to give thanks to African Star, because African Star was the label, you know, who put out Tour. And I actually did 2 songs on the rhythm. Because in them days, you can do like 2 and 3 songs on one rhythm, and the 3 of them hit same way.
But the rhythm was so fast, and you were right up there with the rhythm, but it had an energy.
Yeah, because I remember say, Papa Son are my DJ, you know. So when it comes to speed, you understand what I say? When it comes to speed rapid, you understand that's something we practice. You see me? So no matter how fast the beat is, you know, and then, you know, we mix the energy with it.
After me from Jamaica, go up on me panto. Preaching, teaching the people for sure.
Tour after hitting locally in '94, also his introduction to the US rap scene. New York-based Signet Records dropping the remix, which also included a sample of rapper Fat Man Scoop.
And the beat was an old Slick Rick beat, you know, but Def Jam owned the sample, Russell owned the sample, you understand? And you know, the song started to blow up in America, because you know, it's like a household beat in America, you know, so it was easy for people to connect.
So despite other record companies making pitches, Capleton opting instead for Russell Simmons and Def Jam recordings.
Because he owned the sample. You know, and the offer was better.
So it made sense.
And the offer was better, so it makes sense. You understand what I say?
The resulting album Prophecy also yielding a Method Man feature on Wings of the Morning.
Here come that rude voice. Criminology legit, legalized dope to get.
I Testament, the follow-up album for Def Jam.
One time some people will sign you and sign you after you, and they will sign you and shelve it. And you know what I mean? I make it seem like they really are doing something when they ain't doing anything. You understand what I'm saying? And then they want to shape you and mold you in a film way where, you know, that was the next thing. You know, me have to hold my roots and hold my culture. Me not go outside it. You understand what I say? Me never fall for the hype and, you know, and the fame.
So there were tensions with the label though, because you have a distinct image and you're coming with a distinct philosophy.
Yeah, but there was no tension where, no aggressive tension or any bad energy. They understand, you know, the situation, who I am and the image and what I want to portray and whatever. You know, so, you know, them work with me, whatever me say. If them say me for do that, I say, yo, I feel like that outside of my energy and my vibe. Me not work with it.
The original dancehall flamethrower still burning down the system. Just don't get him started.
As I said, the fire got always relevant because, you know, injustice and all of these things never stop. Bigotry and all of these things never stop. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, we have to go there to burn the fire there. And we have to open the youth them eyes because we realize they are trying to get out the older people with the knowledge, you know what I mean, to unfold to the youths. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, they want to build a new world and they want to program people's mind, and Babylon want to turn people into robots and program them with a chip.
Capleton letting the chips fall where they may when it comes to new dancehall.
The new generation of dancehall are coming with that same energy, or they're coming with a different energy?
No, they're coming with a different energy. You know, the youth them a chop and them do some different something. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's easy for a man voice a song, you know what I mean? A man can use one finger and voice a song, a man can voice it in bar too. A man have him social media. You understand what I say? It is so easy now, a man can just do anything and it happens for him. You understand? But at the end of the day, it is not authentic. You understand what I say? Authentic thing we are dealing with.
Is it still dancehall?
It is still dancehall. They call it trap and they call it some other things. You can't find a 2-month hit, or a 3-month hit, or a 6-month hit, and then nobody don't hear it again. You know what I mean? Or the next 100 years. That's why Bob Marley and Burning Spear and all of the Asian man them today, the song them still relevant, you know, because they have substance and the message is real.
So
and
you
the song
don't
is authentic. You know?
So you don't see a future for trap dancehall?
No, there couldn't be a future. And I don't like say we are against the youth them or nothing, because youth them have to eat them food. Same thing, if I say them have to survive, yeah, and them have to do them thing. You understand? Space I got there for you. That's what that's how dancehall is. That don't mean say, yeah, we are going to yield to that and you see me? Or we are going to stoop to that and it is all about that. No. I don't tell a man say, yo, you can't defend yourself and you can't DJ boy, you're gonna DJ boy or whatever. I don't tell a man say you can't DJ boy woman. We love woman and you understand me? I say we love when the girl them happy and them dance and them wine and them bubble and them do them something. Or whatever. You understand me? I say, but at the end of the day, the positive side of the music, you must always keep a keen focus on that part.
Most of the youth them stop the trust them.
Taking out hits on Capleton and common pins in his food next week.
Are you being serious?
What you mean if it happen
Common
like serious
pin in
and
your
it's a
food?
Jamaica?
Preaching, teaching the people with all, and that is a many man of if you ignore your going to reach for sure.